This video is instruction on completing rp2. This is the information phase of the research paper where you're actually going to collect your data. This can be time consuming, but if done correctly, will set you up for an excellent paper. Here's the process. First thing you're going to do is to open up both rp1 and rp2, and you're going to copy the text from rp1 to rp2. You're going to go to your first article, find some data that will be useful for your paper, read the entire article. I think it'll help you to have the context along with the specifics. Copy the passage that you wish to use and paste it under the MLA information in rp2. Your information should be maybe 1, 2, or 3 sentences long. Put quotation marks at the beginning and the end. You will need to add the internal or parenthetical citations as well. Internal and parenthetical citations are the same thing, just two words to identify the same thing. To find out how to do that, you go to the Battlefield Fusion page, click on Library and Research, locate the type of source from the list and click on it. Look for the citation in parenthesis, like the one here with the X's, and use that form. Internal or parenthetical citations appear outside the quotation marks and inside the end punctuation. Look at the example later. Now, paraphrase or summarize the quotation. You must give the source credit for this data that you are using in your own words. Use the same parenthetical citation that you used at the end of your quotation at the end of your paraphrase or summary. Turn both the quotation and paraphrase red. Make sure that you have at least 2 or at least 3 of those note pieces at the end of or under each of your sources. Now I'm going to go through the process, and so the first thing that we're going to want to do is to open up rp1, which in my case looks like this. Yours would have 5 sources. This one only has 1, and we're going to open up rp2. So rp2 typically will be blank, and so what I'm going to do is go back to rp1. I'm going to highlight everything there. You can either copy with a right click or Control C, and then go to rp2, and you're going to paste it into rp2, and it would look something like that. And so when I did that originally, this part here is what was pasted in. Then I went to the source and I liked this quotation, and so I copied and pasted directly from 5 Myths About Nuclear Energy. Now what I need to do is to go to the Battlefield website to come up with the parenthetical citation. So we go to Library and Research. We go to MLA Citation. Now what that was a journal article from a database. I'm going to click on that. Notice parenthetical reference here shows that it is the first word, and this is typically how it is done, the first word in your MLA information. So let's say this thing about drone warfare did not have an author. The word here then would be drone. So now what I will do is I'll go back to rp2. I put in Schrader Frechette, which is the last name of the author. It is also the first word in the MLA. In parenthesis, notice that I have moved the period from the end of the sentence here to here, and the quotation marks are here, not including the author. I then paraphrased or summarized the article here, and again before the period I put in the parenthetical citation. So basically this says the same thing as this. So if I want to use a quotation when I'm writing my paper, I will use this. If I don't, I will use that. And we're set up here to do that. All we have to do when we're going to use this is to copy what we want and paste it into the paper. And then I'm going to repeat that at least 2 more times for this source, and then at least 3 times for each of the other 5. And that is the process. Thank you, and I hope this has been helpful.